working. Excellent. Just while we're getting everything ready, making sure it's all working, I'm going to share this really quick. There we go. Sorry, had to get the tweets out. Let me see what's happening. Cool. So, yeah, we're here again. Yesterday when I was here, we did the first session of the day. Today, doing my second session. So I've already done a lot of my first work. Changed the layout a bit. Some materials today. One change. I'm not going to use the intonation repair tool just because how my interface is set up. I won't be able to get sound without subjecting you guys to the drone heavily. So I'm going to use the tonal energy app for this. Another thing I'm going to do, since I haven't played, there's a fun little thing here. This analysis. I'm going to hold it up. Right. So it's this. Make a sound. We go like, you see how to tune I am? There we go. That's horrible. But yeah, you can see how the it tracks your thing. So what I do is I like to play some long tones with this when I get started. I tweak some audio stuff. Hopefully that resolves some of the sound issues. But yeah, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna start by playing some tones against this drone, or this visualizer, to hold it well. Again, I'm working with this visualizer. I wish I could see you guys see it, but I don't know a way to do that. So maybe I'll snapshot it or something. But see, I can play 4 or 5 tones just to get the air going. I'm working on holding just a perfectly static sound. So yeah, what it looks like, if you're wondering, it looks like that. See if we get some focus. Focus. All right, it's not gonna work. But yeah, it gives you this visualization. And you can work against it. It's nice. So yeah, I'm gonna use my drone on here. I hope it's not horrible. Just as we're warming up in the second session, get my ears going. Same app, tonal energy. around the circle. F, our next tone will be. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the drone. I can. So now I'll do against the fifth. Again, just working the drone. I'm in the wrong chair. Keep doing this. I get so caught up staying up the stream. I forget the chair. So now we have chair. Bench. So now we'll do G major in thirds against the drone. Concert key. Whenever I miss attacks consistently, I'll just do a few, they're called processed attacks or reposed attacks. John called them reposed, I call them process. It's getting the process right. Something's not working. Wrong key. My goal is sort of to do 5 to 10 minutes of drone work in this session. And sorry, my computer gets really loud when I'm streaming, no matter what it is. So we just did F, we went to C, C, E, G, to G is the next one. Remember, don't always start your scales at the bottom. So we'll start them up high. Note your tendencies. My D's tend to be high, doubly so when I ascend to them, which is why I'm starting at the bottom, or at the top, sorry. The expected thumb 3 is right in tune. That's why I use it a lot. So now, from G to D. And we'll start the scale. I don't know, let's start on the 5th. firm console. Starting from the note we started last scale, but different scale. Okay, I'm back. So next, it's going to be... really everything's out of order. That's fine. I'm going to work out of this book. If you don't know this book, get this book. What key we just went off? We just went off on A major, so our E, continuing around the circle. Oh, I wanted B major today. What we're gonna do, we're gonna set a timer on our phone for 10 minutes. I'm gonna start B major section part 1, work my way for 10 minutes. Get as much done as we can, 10 minutes in B major. That's just how I've always done these exercises. You know, I don't need to spend all day on them, but good enough time. And use a metronome. That's great. If that's really loud, someone let me know. It shouldn't be. Again, sorry. I played Little Mermaid this last weekend. Yesterday, if you watched the stream, it was really bogging me down. It's better today. It's still not great. It's still a little tight. The high range just feels horrible still. But it'll come back. I'm not worried about it. Now it's dominant septichord. I'm getting set up sharp as shoddy. I screwed up. So we're gonna do it again until we get it perfect. And again, it's very basic stuff. It's not responding today. This is the thing I was kind of nervous about doing these, is we have days things feel horrible. I'm 2 for 2 right now, and it was really revealing. But I guess the cool part is you get to see me work through it, because I have to. F sharp on the way down wasn't exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to play the F sharp 3 or 4 times in isolation with a process and then put it back in. Now we're going to connect it to the B flat that came before it in case the problem was in the transition. See, there it is. So I'm bending and then, what I'm doing right now is I'm bending and then placing the notes and trying to just elongate the buzz. Take it out. There you go. So it's a technique I like to use in downward slurs. If it's not working, just sort of bend it and then place it. Kind of make sure the buzz is good. The other way you can do it is if you're changing valves, hold the valve at halfway. So you get the pop, but since they're both on, F1 and 2, I couldn't do that. So that's another option. Keeping going. Yeah, again, things are taking longer than usual, which I'm fine with. It's cool. It's what it is, but we keep working through There you go. Practice your distracted practicing with alarms that go off at random times, leaving you trying to focus really hard on what you're supposed to be trying to do. Be fair, this is my work phone, which I kind of have to leave on. Alright, so we've done some drone works, we've done some grand theoretical, we're about halfway through. Up next is another one of my favorite books. That one. Range songs. Range songs. Yeah, they're just like short little melodic studies going higher and higher. There's a bunch of ways you can do them. You can be like, I'm going to do all of the ones in one key. I'm going to do one in each key, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm gonna put it on silence. Hang on. Other phone. Just make sure. All right, cool. Nothing urgent. That'll be good for half hour. I can also see it, so it's fine. So what I'm gonna do with range songs, I'm gonna do these free and fluid. I'll go between this, the Shoemaker etudes. There's a whole bunch of different ones I like to work with. And the goal is either just lyrical playing with music that's readable. Like, you know, you look at it, right, really quick, right? Like, none of it's that technical. It's all pretty attainable for a semi-advanced player. You can just sight read the whole book, but it gets me going. Remember yesterday I did these the setting up exercises by Clark. This is the same thing. It lets you focus on kind of anchoring and supporting and relaxing because how things are written. Hang on, that's a work thing. Hey, time point stuff. I should say about these, I don't stop and go back unless there's a real critical failure where I like totally fell off the F and ended up on the partial. For some reason, like when I missed the E natural and just played an E flat instead. That doesn't matter. Part of the game practicing, is just keeping it going, right? So that was F, horn F, so B flat. So the next one we go is to concert B, horn B. And there's 5 in each key. I usually just go 1, 2 in the next, or whatever I start on will be the next one. So the next one I go G flat 2. If you're following along at home, we're gonna go on the body auto. That's their tempo. You're playing, ready? 1, 2, 1. No. now I'm going for process, making sure the air is working. So I care a little bit less about accuracy. I still do care, but on the pie chart, or like list of things you care, number 1 is musicality. And number 2 is the process and execution. And number 3 is then notes. So that's where it falls when I'm doing this kind of work. Chops feel kind of crappy up there today, so I'm not gonna push it. This session's probably gonna only be 45 minutes. I bet I won't hit an hour. Just because chops don't feel great, and I've got to teach tonight, and I also gotta put in time learning the next musical. I just played Little Mermaid, now I'm learning Secret Garden, so gotta have time for that. Why I'm doing that again, there's a really sloppy shift to the F. Alright, so that's gonna be the end of the range songs. Just again, I'm not feeling super great right here. So we'll finish here yesterday. This is the same etude. I might change it. I've been working on this etude for a while. You know, we're gonna mix it up. Alright, we're gonna put this away. Go to my favorites. Let's do some noiling. Some book 1. So if you're watching, like what I'm working on, I'm not doing the blow away. I'm gonna do some noiling. Now my question is, which etude? I did both the noiling books with Jim in entirety. Like this one, number 3, I did September 17th, 2013, and August 24th, 2017. This one's hard. I should do it. Number 16. Oh, okay. So we're gonna break this into chunks. So sort of in phrases. We're gonna go really slow first in sort of free time. we should put metronome on. Really slow. 55.94. Okay, let's break this down anymore. Those measures are nasty. This is an... Okay, the pattern starts. 6 before the end is where the pattern starts, if you're paying attention with me. If you're playing along. Alright, so this is noiling number 5. Let's do it this way. That's really annoying. Let's go 108. These are eighth notes. So yeah, I'm breaking this down. So a comment on how I practice etudes. Break it way down, figure out the patterns, then speed it up. I'm not a huge one click at a time person. It's slow it way down, ingrate it at that incredibly slow tempo, snap it back up. And I'm using the tongue to give kind of security to each note. Out the tongue. it was gonna keep grinding through it a little bit. Just bring these last 4 measures down. I keep stopping the G because how long do the lips hold up my practice? It depends what I'm doing. So today, which is my second session where I'm doing a lot of technique work and range, 45 minutes to an hour. Beyond that, I can keep playing, but it's gonna hurt. Just like a usual rehearsal, if it's in a musical, 2.5 hours, orchestra's 3 hours. So I can go for 3 hours if I need to pace it, but real hard focus practicing's about an hour is what I can do. Good question. Noiling book 1 is what I'm working on right now. Exercise number 5, because I've just been having real flexibility issues since finishing Little Mermaid. Nope, just horn. I can make sounds, like on trumpet, trombone, and all the other brass instruments, but I can't really play them. I know the theory behind it, they're sort of built the same principle of playing, but never spent any time on them. time to do one more thing. What am I looking for? Yeah, that's always how I felt about it. Using the embouchure so specialized. And like I know some people that are multi-instrumentalists, and they spend a lot of time really working on being able to switch between two. And I'm thinking to myself, if I can spend the time I would have to use to be able to play two instruments at a good level, why not invest all of that time into one? That was sort of always my approach to it. And yeah, especially when from like trumpet to tuba, you know, you're dealing with such a different setup. Again, you know, I can get sounds on them. It's the same. It's a buzz, but you know, it's a very different world. So people that can switch between them, they amaze me. Not a thing for me. So I think what I'm gonna do, just to wrap this up, is to spend like 5 or 10 minutes on this Bololi study. Yeah, no, 76. 72. Tempo to learn up. Water in my horn. And I guess kind of keeping through my theme of me talking out loud during my practice. The reason I'm doing it too is actually, do I understand what I'm doing, why I'm doing, which is part of accountable practice. One, you put an audience in front of you. You don't let things slide that you otherwise would let yourself slide on. And then second, is what you're doing purposeful. And this has been a trend for me since January, hence this experiment. So, yeah. So going from a low horn connected lyrical study to now more of a technical high horn study. Not high horn, like mid high. It doesn't get screaming. I think there's some A's, A flats, but nothing crazy. No, my plan is to just sort of work out these triplets. These are not working well. Don't have them flow to the vocal. I like the accent. Or staccato. You're watching me deal with my least favorite note on the horn, the high A flat. So for taking high notes, do I ever? I just had one of those moments actually. The high note phrase, da 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 dum dum, up there the high A flat, which is the 12th harmonic or 16th harmonic. So for approaching high notes, we have to remember a couple things. One, we need to always make sure the air's in motion, right? We can't let the air back up. And what I mean by that is if you imagine, I'm trying to think how to imagine this. If you imagine a column of water, I went to school in Chicago, we always talked about the Buckingham Fountain with all the different water jets. When we play higher, it's the essence of just making the aperture smaller, but keeping the airflow up. What tends to happen is we'll go for a high note, then we'll compress. We'll go like, right? We build up pressure, because the thought is if I pressure the air, it'll go faster. So to go after high notes, you need to learn to stay open and keep the air flowing, and to have the aperture engaged in gripping. So those are great words. What does that actually mean? Exercise I'll do. You're on a trumpet, so you have open harmonics. Start around, for me I start on my middle C for the horn, which is harmonic 8. And use the harmonic series, and the goal is to keep the air flowing and just let the aperture make small changes. So the exercise sounds like this. And go until it's easy. So don't go past what's easy. And work down trumpet. You don't have the ability to go up the high horn. But just keep adding harmonics until you're sort of going. And the goal is to make it as smooth as you can. You don't want any extraneous shifting or motion, so do it with a mirror to see like, can you keep it steady? Use the harmonic series. Focus on airflow. So that's one exercise. It's from the Harkus book. Again, use the harmonic series and just slide up to the next note. The second is a semitone approach off an arpeggio. So it goes like this. And we make a big crescendo. Go to the next one. And you keep going up until it stops working. If you're not comfortable with all of your arpeggios, just go semitone at a time, right? Go. So the goal is just to get the air going to take the note up. And sort of my big tips for going to the high range is go only as high as comfortable, and then like work that spot where it's working. Avoid you'll want to go higher than you can, and you may be able to squeak out the notes, but then you're building a bad habit. So really focus on a good habit. Form good habits. Use the overtone series. Use scales. I'm just spewing ideas. Again, if you look above, wherever it is, I can't do this. Over here, 4th horn. I was a low horn player. So do scales and add the 9th. That was horrible. When that gets comfortable, add the 10th. Yeah, there's lots of ideas. The big takeaway, I guess, from it is just do it effortlessly. And if you spend time doing it simple and beautiful, letting your sound guide you, it'll work. It'll take time, but it will work. And the goal is to be able to play effortlessly up there, not to work. Yeah, cool, great, good question. I can imagine. A lot of these exercises I steal from trumpet players. There's a lot of good German exercises. I don't know. I have one Russian horn book, and it's like a jazz book, and it's just really a lot of pentatonic scale work, which is really interesting. Just using the pentatonic scale as a basis instead of the the whole just the standard major scale. Working with as our basis instead of. So it's kind of fun. It works your ears differently. Cool. So I'm going to take one shot run, just sort of looking at time. I'm going to do a quick run of this section of the etude I'm working on, and see what I can do. So if any questions pop up, things I'll finish by answering those. If not, thank you for tuning in. I'm trying to do this every day. It depends if I have rehearsals and schedules, what I'm doing, which session. My goal, I think, for tomorrow is to do with my third session, which is a repertoire session. But we'll see how that actually works out. So I'm just going to finish with Bololi number 8, Bololi number 3. Just a bit of the first page that I've been working on. Cool. Let me do this, and then I'll comment on that. Cool, yes, that's where I'm going to stop playing. I'm going to just answer really quickly. It's coming to the last one. It's hard to make a specific comment on someone's playing, especially a setup, without seeing it, obviously. But if you have that habit, a way to work on it is practice going into the high range softly and focus on the air. The problem is another thing that happens is we go into the high range and we tend to press with the air, which causes us to pull the octave keys, whichever finger it's on. So that starts to happen. So sort of take a step back and say, I'm going to start loud, and dim as you go up, or go like do mi so do, and diminuendo on it. Use dynamics to your advantage if you have a habit. If the air's not spitting out and we've got pressure, you need some pressure, but not too much. We need to have a good seal. But if it's too hard, start using dynamics to try to wean you off that as the thing you're using, if that makes sense. Be aware of the habit is the first thing to fix it, and then have a plan in place. So say, you're like, hey, I'm going to play this loud. Say your top note is an A, you're like, I'm going to play loud up to the F in this scale. And then do the same scale diminuendoing up to the F. Also, look into the Clark setting up exercises. Same one with the technical studies. He has a book called Setting Up Exercises, which will get you to sort of actually be actively thinking about contracting and relaxing. I use them every morning. I did them yesterday on the stream when stuff wasn't working. So those are a great resource to the Herbert L. Clark Setting Up Exercises. And just do group 1 and arrange that works when it's in total control. And then get that to work, and then it'll become the model for everything else without you having to do it. Yeah, setting up exercises are great, and then use dynamics. So I have to go, because I have to go to rehearsal. So again, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not totally sure what time yet. I'm still feeling this out as I go. So yeah, if you want to check in next time. You know, just follow, and you get a notification when I go live doing this. Yeah, tomorrow will probably be rep session. So thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the questions. They're great. And do more of this later.